YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back. Hey guys, I'm looking just extra comfortable right now. I'm sleepy, I think, but I wanted to come in and talk to y'all. Kind of touch base with you, sort of in the wake of the Judge William Adams video, which in the past 48 hours has become the highest viewed video I've ever done, ever. Out of 150 some odd videos. It's crazy to me. Um, but I wanted to come in and talk to y'all because no matter how many views a video might get, you guys are my concern. That's it, and that's all. My subtastics, because we're in this together and we're on this ride, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I don't have anything really specific to say. I found out today that the judge, will not be charged in the assault on his daughter, because it was assault, because the statute of limitations has run out. And I was talking about it with my mother, and she's just so beside herself that something like this can occur. But it's funny to me. I think, especially as a community of color, it almost becomes a competition when you bring up the topic of corporal punishment. It's very funny to see people of color react to it. And I'm no different. Like, this person will be like, well, my mother hit me with a belt. And the other one will be, well, my father beat me with a switch. And, well, my grandmother hit me with an extension cord. And, well, my grandfather dropped a piano on my head. Like, it becomes this, like, who got it worse? And the reaction to this video in question, this video that is, I'm so grateful, has gone viral. It's just funny to me. People have a very, very mixed reaction to it, and I think that when you are a person, like, well, I will say, especially for people of color, there's almost a desensitization that comes with seeing a video like that, because either you've experienced it on your own, or you were raised around people who regaled you with stories of their own, experiences with it. I never experienced anything on that level, ever, but growing up, I mean, all of my friends would get into these, pissing contests over who got it worse. So to them, it's just kind of like, oh, just a belt, but it's not just a belt. And it is abuse. Any which way you slice it, there's this whole camp of people right now who are saying, well, I used to get lickings when I was younger and I turned out all right. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I believe that happens a lot. But we're living in a very different generation. The generation that came after me is so different from, the 30-somethings of my era and up. Just so different. Like, something happened somewhere in the 80s. I'm sorry, y'all. It did. Something happened somewhere in the 80s, and people just turned out differently. Because now we are living in a time of things like Columbine, and now we are living in a time of things like the shoe bomber, and now we are living in a time where, 6 teenagers who couldn't who couldn't deal with one more day of bullying commit suicide in the span of 6 weeks. We're just living in a very, very different era, and we have got to watch how we train our children. This is, again, just my opinion. But here's the issue that I have. I can't wrap my brain around teaching my daughter that love is not supposed to hurt her. That when she grows up, if a man puts his hands on her, she should get the hell away from him as fast as she possibly can, and yet simultaneously exposing her to having someone, put their hands on her, and that person being her parent or loved one. Like, do y'all see where I'm going with this? If love is not supposed to hurt, shouldn't that be unilateral? And I just personally can't fathom how love and fear should go hand in hand together. You know, I made a comment on the actual video that Hillary Adams posted. It said, in my opinion, hitting is a cop out for those who can't or won't or don't know how to talk to somebody. You know, even my experiences with my own kids, they know. I mean, granted, yes, I have hauled off a couple of times, but they know, I mean, unequivocally know that when I get a particular look on my face, baby, look to the hills from whence cometh your help, because it's about to go down. It's about to get ugly. And I mean, I don't mean to be like that. I know that this laptop is shaking like hell because I'm on my bed, but I'm still just trying to make sense of it all. And I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys because the vast majority, and I do know that as a result of that video, I do have a crop of new subtastics. And to those people who have recently signed on, I will say welcome. Thank you. Thank you for jumping on board with me. It is a crazy, kooky, wild ride here, filled with randomness, but we have a good time. And I'm honored that you chose to click that button and thought enough of me to do so. So thank you. Thank you very much. But the vast majority of you have been here. You know what I mean? And it's you who are my greater concern. Because, I mean, like, after this video, I'm doing a wig unreview. We're just going to switch gears entirely because I need to. Because that emotionally took a lot out of me. It just took a lot out of me. Y'all know my process enough by now to know that, there wasn't a whole lot of thought that went into that video. It was kind of like, saw it, freaked out, turned on my camera. I go from the gut, and that has always been my approach to my channel. It's just a knee-jerk reaction. I'm not going to sit here and, formulate a plan and then, make sure that I'm articulate enough that my vernacular supersedes my emotion and that my intellect is coming across. Y'all know me. Y'all just know me. It's an emotional thing with me. It's always an emotional thing with me, but my emotions have gotten me this far, so I don't feel particularly inclined to switch that up now. So, with that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Probably the shortest video I've made in quite some time. Stay tuned for my wig unreview, there we go. And I'll be talking to y'all soon, okay? One love.